There were some major developments this week in the ongoing saga of Congressman David Rivera, a Republican from Southwest Miami-Dade, who is running for re-election to the House. A Democratic candidate who ran in Rivera's congressional district is now said to be telling the FBI how Rivera and a political consultant friend of his ran and paid for his campaign. So this week, I went to the home of candidate Justin Lamar Sternad looking for some answers. Today, I went to the Sternad home in Cutler Bay, hoping to get some answers, since Justin Lamar Sternad is not answering calls or responding to emails. I noticed the sign on the door warning trespassers to leave or get wet. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm Michael Putney with Channel 10. Is Justin here? And when Mrs. Sternad opened the door, I got drenched. So as you can see, we are all wet, and Justin Lamar Sternad is not talking. If he is home, his wife threw the water on me. We do know, however, that Mr. Sternad is talking to the FBI. And Sternad is reportedly saying that Congressman David Rivera secretly strategized and paid for the Democrats' campaign. If true, that would be a criminal conspiracy, since Sternad did not report the source of his funds to the Federal Elections Commission. Congressman, what is your relationship to Lamar Justin Sternad? Did you put him up to running in the Democratic primary?
Well, as you know, Michael, I've made various statements on this matter.
Rivera, who didn't return calls today, issued a statement in August saying he had never met Sternad and never helped him.
As my statement says in writing and publicly, that I had nothing to do with that.
But Sternad's telling the FBI Rivera did, our sources say, although they never met. The go-between was this woman, Ana Allegro, a Miami political consultant with a checkered history. She's been linked to Rivera professionally and personally. She posted these photos of herself and Rivera on her Facebook page. Allegro recently failed to meet with the FBI and has disappeared. Sternad says he earned just $30,000 last year and initially reported spending about $11,000 on his campaign. But he amended his report to say he loaned his campaign $53,000, $63,000 total, after reports that he had spent money on expensive political flyers, including one targeted at black voters, implying that he himself was black. He's not. And when the Herald asked him about it, Sternad sent an email saying, "Kiss my lily white blank." So maybe what happened to me today is not so surprising. That water was tap water, no harm, no foul. Before we leave you this morning, a personal perspective about getting water tossed in my face this week. To sum it up in just 2 words, big deal. Yes, it was funny. Even I laughed when it happened. I might not have been laughing if that pitcher had contained something other than water, but it didn't. I don't consider what the lady did malicious. This family is under tremendous pressure. They've got 5 kids. Her husband, Justin Lamar Sternad, is looking at possible prison time, all because he ran for Congress on a lark, allegedly with advice and lots of money from Congressman David Rivera, who wanted to run against him and not against Joe Garcia. Justin Sternad is now said to be singing to the FBI, and who can blame him? He doesn't want to take a fall for David Rivera or political consultant Ana Allegro, who managed Sternad's campaign when she wasn't palling around with David Rivera. As my friends Carl Hassan and Dave Berry like to say, you just can't make this stuff up. The reality of South Florida is so much stranger than anything a novelist could dream up. The important thing to remember here is not that I got a little wet. It's that a member of Congress appears to have used very bad judgment and possibly broken the law to help his re-election chances. About the only thing left to be determined, will David Rivera go down before or after the election? That's my perspective for this week. Hope you have a great Sunday and that the Dolphins pull one out this week. Remember, as always, stay informed, get involved. I'm Michael Putney.